All right, let me try this. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, it worked out. Good. Okay, so the tools you're going to need for this project is a silicone donut mold, baking paper, spatula or spoon, small pot, and glass jars. Items needed: chocolate morsels, chocolate bars, sprinkles, whipping cream, and marshmallows. All right, you're going to take your chocolate. I'm using 2 bars of chocolate and about the same amount of morsels. I put them in my glass jar and I'm going to pop this in the microwave for about a minute. Then I'm going to take it out and I'm going to mix it. Okay, my chocolate is halfway there. I'm mixing. Okay, if your chocolate is not melted all the way, you really don't need too much heat for this. You just want to pop it back into your microwave for about another 30 seconds. Okay, and that's done. We're back. This is melted to the consistency that I actually need. Okay, so we're gonna start filling up our molds. You want to use your spoon or your spatula and pull the chocolate all the way up on the sides up to the edge of your donut mold and also around the middle. You want to pull it up on the sides and up on the middle. And we're going to keep doing this until all of our molds are filled. All right, we're gonna flip these over onto our baking sheet and let them drain down a little bit. In the meantime, I am gonna go ahead and melt my white chocolate. And I'm gonna be using this for the drizzle that goes on top of the donuts. I'm gonna add, I have about like 6 morsels in the jar that I have. And I'm gonna add about I want to say about half a teaspoon of coconut oil to this because I want it to be nice and fluid. All right, so it's done. Nice and fluid. Okay, let me check on these, see where we are. Okay, so it's not really running, so I'm just gonna like tap it. My AC is on. I like to keep the AC on when I'm doing chocolate. Just makes life easier. All right, you definitely want to get these leveled. So I'm just going to keep tapping this around until I can get them leveled. And yeah, if there's any parts that's missing chocolate, go ahead and just use your spoon or spatula and just kind of like fill them back in, because we want to get all the sides. We don't want anything like peeling or cracking. Go ahead and pop them in the fridge. And we're gonna take the chocolate that's left on our baking sheet and put that back in our glass bowl with chocolate because we're gonna use it again. We're gonna pop this back in the microwave for about another 30 seconds, and then we're gonna use it to continue filling up our chocolate once they're cool enough. Okay, chocolate is cool. Okay, so go ahead and use the rest of the chocolate to just do only around the sides of your molds, because again, we don't want them cracking and peeling when we try to unmold them, and that has happened to me several times. I am still getting used to doing this because it's just something new I just decided I was going to try. So yep, so just go ahead and fill it around the sides. You want them to be thick enough so when you pop them out, they don't crack. And after you're done with this, you're gonna go ahead and pop them back in the fridge and wait for them to be completely cool. All right, so I'm taking a butter knife and I'm kind of like scraping off the top because I do not want these to crack when I try to unmold them. So I'm taking off the extra chocolate on top to make it a little bit easier to unmold. They have cracked on me before, so yeah. All right, so we got the first one and that's good. All right, these are coming out easy. So yeah, like once you scrape the chocolate off the top, they should be really easy to unmold. Okay, we're done with that. Now we're gonna get our pot ready. We're gonna put the stove on about 2. We don't want this to be too hot because we do not want to ruin our chocolate donuts. All right, now we're ready for the next phase. We're gonna decorate. So I'm just gonna melt down the sides of these to make them nice and level and even. Then I'm gonna grab my whipped cream and I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze some whipped cream in the center of these. I'm gonna fill it with marshmallows. I'm also going to fill the top with whipped cream. And then I'm going to seal it up. Because the heat from the pot kept the chocolate melted, you could just use your fingers to just like seal the sides, in the middle and around the sides. And that's pretty much it. Pretty simple. I'm going to put that to the side and then I'm going to do the next one. And again, you just melt the top down because you want to get them to be even. And then you're going to use your whipped cream and just fill in the centers. I don't think I have enough to do both sides, so I'm just going to do one side on this one. I'm going to go ahead and put my marshmallows in. And I'm going to seal this back up with just my fingers around the sides and down the center. Now I'm gonna pop these back in the fridge for a little bit because they melt real easy. And we're gonna come back and decorate. Alright, okay, so we're gonna decorate our donuts which I'm excited about. So we're just gonna use the melted white chocolate and drizzle back and forth. I'm just using my spatula to do this. There's no fancy ways or any immediate instruction. You just want to just drizzle it on whatever is comfortable for you. Some people might want to use a piping bag. This works just fine for me. I don't need it to be like pretty. I'm just doing it for the house. I'm just doing it for my for my family. And in light of our holiday that's coming up, I am doing this with red, white, and blue stars. And I'm gonna go ahead and use some silver glitter to sprinkle over this so it's a little bit shiny. And this one is finished. Okay, let's move on to number 2. I'm gonna drop a little bit of pink gel coloring in this one. Pink gel food coloring, I should say food. It is food coloring, people. Don't use anything but food coloring. I'm gonna get this to be pink for the next one. And my chocolate is getting a little bit hard, so I'm just gonna rest it on the warm burner to keep it like fluid and keep mixing this up until it's pink. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and drizzle this one just the same way I did the other one. And like I said, there is no art form to this. Just drizzle however you feel comfortable. I'm gonna go ahead and add these orange sprinkles that I have to this one. And you want to move as quickly as you can, I should say, because the chocolate does dry pretty quickly. I'm also going to add these little tiny sprinkles that I have in different colors. And that's it, we're done. I'm going to come back and show you the finished look. And tell me what you think. And please go ahead. Like, share, subscribe, do your own version. Let me see what you do. I hope you like the finished look. Goodbye until the next video.